Hello, good day. My name is Anton Philip Ochea, and today's topic is all about circle. Circle. A circle is a set of points in a plane that are equidistant or equal distance from a given point. There are three parts of a circle. Here, I'm going to show it to you. The first one is center, radius, and lastly, the diameter. Let's define the following. Center. Center is the fixed point that is equidistant to all the points on the circumference. Center is denoted by the big letter or the capital letter C. Radius, the distance between the center and point on the circumference. The radius is denoted by a small letter R. Diameter, what is the diameter? The distance between two points on the circumference that passes through the center. So it is the distance between two points of the circumference and it passes the center. Circle on a Cartesian plane. Since the center is a point, we can identify the center as a coordinate h and k. And since the radius is a distance, we can use the distance formula d is equals to square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. To find its value, we're just going to replace the letter d with r, that's the radius because it's the same, because radius is a distance. So it will become r equals square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. But use the formula, we need 2 points. Since radius is the distance between the center and points on the circumference, we will use the center point h and k as one of our point. So h and k is our center point. Let the first point x1, y1 be the center h and k. So here's the x1 and y1. Now we're going to replace that with h and k as you can see here. For the second point, we will generalize all the points as x and y because all the points in the circumference are equidistant to center. So, wait a minute. Let the second point x2 and y2 be the center x and y. So, here's the x2 and y2. You're going to replace that with x and y only. By squaring the both sides of the equation, so what you're going to do is square the both side here. So, r, you're going to square that and the whole equation here. So what will happen is it will become r squared is equal to x minus h squared plus y minus k squared. So that's the standard form of equation. We're going to use this later. So let us have our first example. Find the standard of equation of a circle whose center is at 1 and negative 3 with a radius of 5. Note that the radius is given, so it will be easy. So solution, substitute all the values to the formula. Since our center h and k is at 1 and negative 3, we will replace h with 1 and k with negative 3. So the standard form of equation of a circle is r squared equals x minus h squared plus y minus k squared. So what you're going to replace is the h and the k. So it will become r squared equals x minus 1 squared plus y minus negative 3 squared. So since negative multiplied by negative is positive, it will become r squared equals x minus 1 squared plus y plus 3 squared. So you see now that it became positive or plus. And our radius is 5, so we will replace r with 5. So 5 squared is equal to 25. That's the simplification. So it will become 25 equals x minus 1 squared plus y plus 3 squared. So that is the answer for for the example number 1. So let us have our second example. For example number 2, find the standard of equation of a circle whose center is at 2 and 2 and the point 5, 2 on the circumference. So the formula that we are using here is the distance formula. The distance formula is r equals square root of x1 minus h squared plus y1 minus k squared. Note that our center is 2 and 2, so we will replace h and k with 2 and 2. So it will become r equals square root of x1 minus 2 squared plus y1 minus 2 squared. Then we will replace x1 and y1 with the given point 5 and 2. So it will become r equals square root of 5 minus 2 squared plus 2 minus 2 squared. Then we will simplify. So 5 minus 2 is equal to 3 and 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. So 3 squared is equal to 9 and 0 squared is equal to 0. So we're not going to add that because it's 0. So the square root of 9 is equals to 3. So our radius is 3. Then we will substitute to the standard form of equation. So r squared equals x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is the standard form of equation. We will substitute the radius. So the radius is 3. So 3 squared is equal to 9, and then we will substitute the center, which is 2 and 2. So the final answer will be 9 equals x minus 2 squared plus y minus 2 squared. So that's it for today's topic. I hope that you learned a lot, and thank you guys for listening.